Hi, welcome to Divinely Guided Tarot. This is a love reading for Divine Masculine. I was just really pulled to do this reading today. I don't know why, so I'm doing it. I just want to tap in to see what is going on with your Divine Masculine, okay? Let's see. Welcome to Divinely Guided Tarot. Spirit, I would like to know for Divine Masculine, what is the energy for Divine Masculine currently? Okay, so the first one is a path. So perhaps they're on a more balanced path, perhaps letting go of something, really giving in, surrendering to something new that brings in a lot of inner core balance, okay? Feeling balance about themselves. Almost like that yin and yang kind of balance. And then the darkness, this is telling me they've definitely released something that caused a lot of pain. With extremities and darkness, this is a time to release something, anything that's been lingering. Perhaps I feel like it's like cleaning the house, cleaning like just cleaning up and getting rid of clutter, stuff that's just been lingering is what I'm getting a feeling of these cards. And then growth, really having growth. This is somewhat of a change from coming from a place from darkness and a lot of pain and not really having inner growth, as far as, you know, which path or direction to take their lives. They're having growth, some kind of change. And I feel that this is something they've been struggling with a long time. And I feel this is a move toward something to start growing again and to start feeling something. But I would like to know, Spirit, what is the path that they're on? What is the path that Divine Masculine is on at this time? What is that path? What is the path that is giving strength for Divine Masculine? Ace of Swords, they've had some kind of truth about something. The Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands, which is beautiful because there's two beginnings here. There's a beginning in clarity, and there's a beginning in some kind of passion, some kind of drive, perhaps some kind of drive as far as coming back to life, definitely growing again, going in the right direction, listening to intuition, really having clarity. And I think that this clarity brings out this sense of urgency. Like I hear urgency to move into a new direction, which is beautiful. I do feel like there's a sense of surrender. There's the Emperor at the bottom really taking control of their life, okay? With the Ace of Swords, what is this clarity? What is the clarity with the Ace of Swords, please? Of Two of Cups. Oh, beautiful. Okay, Two of Cups, Two of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. So this is Divine Masculine, really having some kind of awareness and opening of perhaps maybe a soulmate connection. Two of Cups, Two of Wands, that's definitely having some kind of, I feel like it's really having some kind of balance, perhaps maybe having a knowing, because the Ace of Swords is about having clarity. And it's like once you get that clarity and that knowledge and that understanding, it definitely makes you like where you want to just take action. And that's what I feel like this is. Two of Cups is coming together, perhaps in a new partnership, starting over in love, feeling balance. And then you got the Two of Wands right next to it, where I feel like perhaps there's something that you need to convey. I feel that if it isn't you, it's definitely Divine Masculine that needs to convey something. They could be getting messages and clarity from Spirit, which will open up some new path with the Seven of Cups. I do feel it's somewhat of maybe sitting back a little bit and really trying to pick which cup to take is what I am sensing. What is the Seven of Cups for Divine Masculine? What does the Seven of Cups represent, please, at this time? Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords is very much having some kind of intuition, following that intuition, definitely like using that intuition and doing something with it, becoming more empowered. Maybe this is an option. For a Queen of Swords, this is divine masculine embodying some kind of clarity. I don't feel, let's see, the Queen of Swords, is this an option or just the energy that divine masculine is embodying? So it's definitely where they're embodying a lot of passion, a lot of growth, somewhat becoming more charged by them, by their own will, okay, finding will. I feel that divine masculine is embodying the Queen of Swords, perhaps seeing eye to eye with the Queen of Swords, and perhaps maybe conveying some kind of message to you. If you're the Queen of Swords, you could be a very cut dry kind of divine feminine that doesn't put up with any BS and is very truthful to divine masculine. And perhaps maybe this is something that they're sitting back, because I feel like they're sitting back waiting for this kind of opportunity to open up with the Seven of Cups, to be able to perhaps come back and convey some kind of message. And I get a strong feeling that yes, divine masculine is getting this energy of having that clarity and that truth. But I also feel that divine masculine needs to perhaps say something, communicate something to divine feminine. And I feel because the Queen of Swords is like a no BS kind of person, there's going to take a lot of truth, perhaps apologizing, perhaps just giving truth of, you know, what's been going on if you don't have any communication. But I definitely feel that with the Two of Wands, this is something that they are attached to, as far as attached to you, divine feminine, because you are a soulmate and you are the one that brings them some sort of balance. And I feel that if they've been at a place where they were dark and not taking it for some time, I feel that now they're sort of waking up with some kind of truth and clarity, which is making them somewhat move into a direction where they're going to start open up communication with divine feminine. So definitely, let's see what's at the bottom. So see, yeah, they're very much thinking at this time. They could be taking time to really learn, or perhaps maybe not learn, but what is that word that they're trying to say? It's like battle plan, like sitting back and really trying to figure out the best way to come back and give some kind of message. Okay, yeah, because it's taking them some kind of strength, some kind of courage. And so if maybe your divine masculine did something that wasn't nice to you, or whatever the case, whatever happened with you guys, it's like they're really at this place where they're trying to figure out how to open up this door to come back and communicate with you, if that makes sense. Okay. And that is clarifying the Ace of Swords. So this is the new path, this new direction that divine masculine wants to take with divine feminine, that is going to allow for some kind of growth to come in for them. Okay. And I do feel it's a very tight soulmate connection that you have with your divine masculine, because you got the Two of Wands and the Two of Cups. Okay. So let's see what the Ace of Wands means, because these are new beginnings. These are definitely new beginnings, and it's almost like something's opened up, but they're waiting, perhaps planning out how to open that door to communicate with divine femme. But what does this Ace of Wands mean for divine masculine? What is the Ace of Wands? So Six of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. So see, at this time they're being very strategic as to how to come back and give you that long-term kind of offer. Perhaps if they've done something wrong in the past to you and maybe like shut you out, I'm hearing shut you out, you know, just cut them. It's almost like they cut you out of their life, and it's with the Six of Wands. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a Seven of Wands. Wait, let's see. No, it's a Six of Wands, so it's really having victory. But with the Six of Wands, I feel as if somewhere in their head they're trying to articulate how they can come back and bring you some kind of success and victory, because of the things that they've done in the past, as far as things that were wrong that they did to you. they're trying to really come up with some kind of perhaps maybe some kind of gift or some kind of message. It's like they're trying to figure out how to convey this message and make it come in like a gift where you'll have success, and perhaps accept their apology and start over, start fresh, something that is passionate. I feel like this message is very passionate driven. It's full of clarity and it gives you a new communication, but it's also bringing a new sense of passion, which is really divine masculine recognizing this bond that divine feminine and divine masculine have. And so at this time, it's like it's there with the Ace of Wands. That opportunity is there, but they're somewhere planning, strategizing how they can bring this communication as a gift to you. Almost, okay, what I'm hearing is like they're trying to soften the blow. There we go. I got it. Okay. They're trying to soften the blow as far as how to come back and apologize, and perhaps, like, in other words, it's like I could just see them thinking about this, where they're trying to soften the blow with their apology and really ask for their forgiveness, but really trying to make this stick, like last. With the Knight of Pentacles, they want a long-term commitment with you, and in a sense they're getting their courage to come back and tell you this, because I feel that they might have, because they cut you out of their life completely, this is something that is taking them some time to get that courage and build that courage in order to come back and give you some kind of message. Okay, so this is the new path. This is the path that they're taking that is giving them some sort of strength in their core, and really helping them to grow again. Okay, because I feel that this is speaking about growth and really having prosperity in their life, which is the way that they're going to get that kind of prosperity and abundance in their life is if they open up the door to communicate with divine feminine, if that makes sense for you. Okay, so I want to know, with the darkness, what is it that divine masculine has released? Because this is a card about releasing, putting out your intentions out there, releasing, letting it go, and starting over. What is it that they've left? Okay. So the first two that came out are the Emperor, and I definitely did feel like he wanted to come out. And then the Six of Pentacles. Let's see, the Page of Cups, and the Seven, which is the Chariot, and then the Moon. So this is talking about cycles. They've left a dark cycle with the Moon. Spirit has been somewhat warning them, don't stay on that same path that you've been taking, as far as, holding yourself back from perhaps your twin flame, the person that you love, the person that gives you growth and passion and that sense of a strong inner core. So they've been in a cycle where divine masculine has really been avoiding and not really taking the warnings that the Moon has given them as far as spirit. Okay, but I feel that they're leaving that behind now. With the Moon, something has evolved, something's changed within them, where they're having some kind of clarity, where maybe in the past with you, divine femme, they might have saw things like maybe they were thinking they weren't seeing something clearly. Maybe they thought it was an illusion, something like that kept them from coming towards you. And I feel with the Moon, there's a lot of fear, in there, and a lot of just uncertainty of whether or not this connection was true or if it could work for them. Okay, but they're leaving those thoughts in that kind of where they're not being true to themselves, and where they're being delusional. They're leaving that behind in order so that they could get some kind of strength back in their life, build some kind of strong foundation. With the Emperor, the Emperor represents a person who is stable, who is passionate and fiery, and a protector, a provider, just a very strong person who knows what they want. They will tell you what they want, but perhaps they were holding back on this. Maybe they've been in a karmic situation or with a karmic partner, but now what they've left back is the sense where they didn't have self-worth. And it could be due because, maybe they didn't think they were balanced enough to give. With the Six of Pentacles, it's like, I feel like maybe they were just given in the wrong place. And I feel that what has been left behind is the fact that they're not just the giving. They're not giving. They're receiving. So maybe you were giving love to them in the past and they didn't take it. They somewhat, I see with the first cards that came out, they sort of just turn their back to you and shut you out. But now it's reversing, where they're seeing things clear, that it could be a very true connection with divine femme and divine masculine, and it brings balance to them. And I feel that they pretty much could not come together with you in the past because they were not the emperor. They were not structured. They had a false foundation under them or above them. So it's like now it's like something's balanced out. This emperor has balanced out, okay? And it definitely is saying that they want to give some kind of message with the Page of Cups and really have some kind of fast motion moving forward. I feel like this is a spiritual change that divine masculine has had. It's like a change that they've had as far as turning their back away from spirit. Like I said, this card is about releasing. So there's something there that they released that didn't allow them to grow, but now it's growing. Now they're taking charge of their life. You got the Emperor here at the end. You got the Emperor here. I mean, the Chariot here at this end. And then the Moon came out right in the middle. So it's definitely a major life change. It's destiny. And in a sense, I get the feeling that divine masculine was really prolonging their destiny to come together with divine feminine, due to the fact that they didn't feel balanced. Maybe, like I'm saying, I feel that you were giving to them and they weren't taking. And I think that because the divine feminine comes out as Queen of Swords in this reading, I feel that maybe you were just so honest for them and they couldn't give you that. They might have been dishonest with themselves, dishonest with you in the past, but I feel they're letting that go and they're becoming more balanced. I feel that at this point, this is when they're going to make this offer with the Page of Cups and they're going to take charge in it, okay? What does the Six of Pentacles means? Because Six of Pentacles, it's like, I feel like maybe they were giving to two people. Maybe they were giving to you and the karmic partner and it couldn't balance out. What is the Six of Pentacles? So perhaps this is just them being able to receive love and give love, which brings a balance, okay? Having self-worth and self-love for themselves. What is the Six of Pentacles? Six of Pentacles, thank you. So Three of Cups, coming back into a place where they're having some kind of happiness, being balanced. This is the card of them becoming balanced in their mind, body, and their spirit, which gives them that Emperor kind of feeling where they are grounded, they're more structured. And so that is what they've been waiting for, to be able to come back and give some kind of offer with the Page of Cups, okay? So maybe they've omitted other people in their lives too, because I feel like even with this Page of Cups, there's three people, but it's like they're left out in the cold and he's up here. So maybe they've left people in their life that were really holding them back from growth, okay? And that's what gave them that false sense of stability. That's just what I'm hearing. Very interesting. So it's something that they've left in the past, and it could definitely be like moving away from like a karmic partner or something like that, where I do feel they're at a different level than the people that were weighing them back, if that makes sense. Okay. And so definitely very beautiful, having some kind of movement, some kind of difference. What is the extremities? What is extremities? What does extremities mean? Okay, I'm gonna do it again, because if they want to come out, they'll come back out. What does extremities mean? What is extremities? What is it that they're getting out of as far as extremities? Pain. But this is a pain card. Things that just flare up. Two of Swords. Okay, so Two of Swords. They've wised up to people who were being negative to them, to people who were perhaps maybe pretending to be good but not good. Because I'm telling you, with this card right here and this card right here, I just get this sense that there was other people that they were giving to, which didn't, it was like a false foundation. They kept giving and giving, but they weren't giving the same. Okay, and this is what divine masculine is craving, some kind of balance that is a reciprocal love. Okay, meaning they give you love and you give them love, and it's balanced. It's like they could have been giving money to people and love, and it was like a shallow kind of shallow love, and just really, I feel like they've left some people in their life that held them back. You see how he's sitting high with this Page of Cups, and that's this balance that's coming in with the Star. I feel that this is healing. This is something that divine masculine has been driven to, excuse me, by spirit. You have 1, 2, 3, let's see, 3, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 majors. So this is speaking about stability, and I feel that with the Two of Swords, they definitely have some kind of clarity that is telling them who are good people and who are not. It's like the blinders are off, and they're leaving some kind of people that have caused them a lot of pain. I feel that it's not just the karmic partner. I feel it could be maybe the karmic partner's family. It could be divine masculine's family. People that just were taking from them, taking, and not giving. And perhaps divine masculine had this kind of blindfold on, and they weren't allowing themselves to see clearly. But now in this Two of Swords, the blinders are off. They can see. They're seeing the truth. And this brings to a decision. This brings them to a decision, as far as a decision to move forward and get some kind of balance. The Star speaks about having balance and having spirituality and really being guided by love. You know, this is Venus right here. So it's Venus is what's driving them to heal themselves and have some kind of compassion for themselves, to be balanced. And I feel like this is finally what is happening to divine masculine. They're being driven by spirit and their destiny to balance out and get rid of any extremities that have been causing them pain, that really allows them to have some kind of love for themselves and have some kind of balance. What is the Two of Swords, please, that they've realized? What is the Two of Swords? Two of Swords, what is it they've realized with that Two of Swords? What is it with that Two of Swords? So this is the Devil. So letting go of something that was not, it was not good for them. Maybe this is a mental space that they put themselves for a long time in a depression kind of state, overindulging, drinking. This definitely could be a karmic partner. This could be their family. So the Devil is really saying they need to put that to rest. Okay, it's another major. And so this is saying with the Star card, they're healing from that kind of thing. Maybe being complacent and not moving themselves, okay, out of depression or out of fear or something like that. What is the Devil? What is it that they're being cured from with the Devil? Because I feel like there's a sense of healing. Okay, so Seven of Pentacles. This is something that whatever has happened to them, they haven't been able to move forward, and whatever they've planned for and manifested for, it's been like a roadblock. But see, they're healing for it, so now they're starting to make it grow. whatever they've been trying to plan for and manifest and just really grow, it's going to start growing for them. There's this, with this card, I just feel like a sense of peace, a sense of loyalty. And I feel that through all the struggles, Divine Masculine is really learning to really understand that Divine Feminine is the one that is loyal to them. Because I do feel Divine Feminine is the one that grows, the one that will help to steer Divine Masculine in the right direction. And with the Seven of Pentacles, it's definitely growing, nurturing. So I feel like they're releasing something that was very toxic, going to something that is very nurturing. And it could be that they're nurturing themselves now, okay? What I mean by that is having more self-love and going just in a better direction for themselves. I want to know, what is the growth card? Card 5. What is the growth card for Divine Masculine at this time? What is the growth card? What does this mean? They've gone from a place where they haven't had any kind of growth, and now it's like all of a sudden it's just growing. It's just, they got this drive and this passion. This is the Knight of Wands, so definitely this is definitely a Divine Masculine who wants to rush in and give some kind of passion and start growing some kind of strong foundation for themselves with the Three of Pentacles. Okay, the Three of Pentacles is speaking about, using your time wisely, putting your efforts into something that grows for you. Definitely something that builds that strong foundation, just like the Emperor. Perhaps they couldn't give you that strong foundation in the past, but I feel that they're changing now and they're somewhat rushing into something that is growing. And I definitely got that with the Seven of Pentacles as well. Almost like they're reaping what they sow. So they in the past could have been reaping stuff that was negative, and it could have been because they placed themselves in a negative situation, in a negative headspace, maybe overindulging in alcohol for a lot of them. I feel drugs, something that they just sort of they did to coexist with whoever they were coexisting with, because the people that they placed themselves with were very negative. And I see more than one person that was a very negative kind of structure for them, where I'm telling you, if it's the karmic partner that had either family or friends that were around them deceiving the Divine Masculine, I feel like they've caught on to it. And I definitely feel like they're no longer keeping themselves tied down to those kind of situations. Okay, so really at the bottom of the deck, these sort of flipped out and I held on to them. But I feel that what is happening here is there's a new sense of love with the Ace of Cups and the High Priestess having some kind of understanding and waking up, knowing that, my God, I could still have a new beginning. Even though I've been in the darkest pit of pits, I still have love. I can still share this love. I can still have a new beginning. It's not too late. That's what I'm sensing with these two cards right here. Like I said, I held on to them, but I'm going to put them back and see if they come out. If they come out, they come out. But I definitely feel that Divine Masculine is driving themselves into something that is worth growing, okay? What is the Three of Pentacles and growth? Three of Pentacles and growth. So maybe they're working on their finances. They could have lost some kind of finances, really standing up for their beliefs, their whatever they want to accomplish, really growing. This is something that they could have been getting some kind of messages from Spirit. I feel like they're really standing up now, and I feel that they know what works well and who works well for them. What is the Seven of Wands? What is it they're standing up for? What is it that Divine Masculine is standing up for, please? What is it that they're standing up for? What is it, please? What is it that they're standing up for? Divine Masculine. Seven of Wands. Okay, so a new cycle. Definitely ready to leave darkness and really start something new. This is a card of, you know, starting something new. It's a card of releasing things, cycles ending, standing up for your beliefs. This could be a card of traveling. Maybe they're traveling at this time. Maybe they're traveling towards you. There could be some kind of space between you and Divine Masculine. And maybe this is them saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to stand up and make that trip and come and give this offer and this new passion to Divine Feminine. Okay, what is the world? What is the world with Divine Masculine? What does the world represent for them at this time? What does the world represent? I definitely feel like there's a sense of leaving something negative and just taking that path into something that is full of growth. So the Eight of Swords, they're at this point where they're getting themselves out of some kind of darkness, really trying to see clearly. So the world is ending this cycle of holding themselves back is what I'm feeling. I feel like they're able to walk through these swords, but in a sense, it's like for some time they've placed themselves where they didn't take that leap of faith, where they didn't move forward. And so now something is balanced out within them that they're going to make this like break this kind of cycle where they've been maybe struck in fear, maybe thinking that they couldn't move, maybe binded by others. This is definitely what I get with the Devil, the Two of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles, where they were giving, maybe whoever did this to them really placed them in a dark place and didn't allow them to really move out of fear. But it's changing now. They're ending that with the world, which is bringing growth. And I definitely do love that. Oh my gosh, I love it. That's great. I want to know at this time right now, what is spirit telling Divine Masculine? What is spirit telling Divine Masculine, please? Okay. So, okay. Inspire passion. Life devoid of passion can be a boring, uninspired blank canvas that slowly drains the soul. Now is the time to reignite your passion and rejoin life. This is an opportunity to set new goals, which will in turn reconnect you with all that is sacred. And this is definitely, I feel like this is definitely what this reading is about, really taking charge of their life. Definitely, you know, I feel like they've been in a dark place where maybe just nothing seemed good, nothing was happy. There was a sense of just being in that pit, that dark pit. And I feel like now something has been ignited and they're starting to see some kind of light and feel. I definitely feel like they're feeling something and they're becoming inspired. Okay. I want to know, what is it that Divine Masculine is being inspired? What is inspiring Divine Masculine at this time? What is inspiring Divine Masculine at this time? What is, okay, so ending, and the Ten of Swords. So this is an inspiration to get themselves out of something that's been completely dead for some time. Not dead as far as an actual dead, but something that's left them dead. And I do feel it's due to other people that were around them. Like I told you, I see a lot of people opposing things for them and making their mind up for them. But this is an end to that cycle with the Tower and the Ten of Swords. This is ending that dead state of their life, their cycle where they didn't move and they were very complacent to fear and just not moving. Okay, so I do feel like this is an inspiration for them to move out of darkness, which is beautiful, and really having some kind of success. What is the Tower that they've ended something with the Tower? What is the Tower? Okay, so King of Swords, really having clarity. You know, like I said, with the Devil card, they might have been in a place where, you know, they drugged themselves or overdrank themselves to be somewhat numb to a lot of darkness that was going on around them. And that was the only way that they could bear it, I feel. But now it's like they have their strength. I want to know, with this strength that Divine Masculine has, what does he have in store in the future with Divine Feminine? With this clarity and this strength, what is it that Divine Masculine has in store for himself and Divine Feminine? Okay. 5 of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Rushing in, surrendering to that passion, leaving that dark place of not communication, having some kind of conflict for not speaking to Divine Feminine, because Divine Feminine came in very strong in the beginning as far as giving Divine Masculine that strength to move forward. And so with the 5 of Swords right here, it's like they're surrendering to all these wolves. You see all the wolves in the back right there? Those are the negative people, the negative forces that have held back Divine Masculine. So now Divine Masculine is throwing down those swords and is moving with their own actions, with their own passion, and rushing the hell out of there so they can come back to Divine Feminine. Okay. Because for some time they've placed themselves in a place where they thought, oh my God, I'm too dark for this person that is a person that doesn't take any BS. Okay. Yet they bring me a lot of passion. I'm very scared of them because they don't put up with BS. And so maybe they weren't living in the right kind of lifestyle that they felt was suitable for a Divine Feminine. Okay, because with Divine Feminine, I see there's 2 of Cups, there's this love, there's this connection. But yet with the Moon, it was very much like they weren't good enough. Like, I feel like they weren't good enough. And so now they're surrendering to it. What is the 5 of Swords as far as them surrendering to Divine Feminine? Okay. Oh, see, they're going to make that passionate call. Okay. And then this is the 8 of Cups. So with the Page of Wands, this is about a message coming in that is passion. It's full of passion. And the 8 of Cups, it's telling you they've left the dark side. They've left the darkness. Okay. They've walked away from it. Like, I'm really hearing with this group of twins, Divine Masculines, it's like they didn't feel they were good enough for you because they were very full of darkness, whether it was darkness that other people let them into, or something that they were very dark, boggled by depression, sadness, just non-movement, just a bad cycle where nothing was going right. Okay, so now they're going to come back in and give you that message and say, hey, I've left the dark side. I've balanced out my energies and I'm ready to go. Okay. This is definitely what Spirit is driving them to do, to ignite that passion and really come back to life and start feeling things. Definitely, perhaps opening up the solar plexus to feel again. Okay. Because I do feel that, you know, they're back here in the beginning of the reading, I told you they're being very diligent as far as how they can open this opportunity with Divine Feminine, and they're really strategizing how they can convey this darkness to such a light person, if that makes sense. So it's taking time, but we do have the Knight of Pentacles. They're saying it's going to take, it's like a long-term offer. They're not just going to jump in, come in and tell you these messages and then ghost you again. Okay, it's like they're definitely taking their time to balance out their energy so they can come forward and give you a message. Okay, and I want to know, what is it that they've left with the 8 of Cups? Have they left a karmic partner? Have they left a karmic partner behind, please? I want to know this. Have they left a karmic partner behind? Okay, let's see what these are. I was going to say, wow, they haven't dropped. But here they go. Okay, so they're definitely leaving Okay, some kind of conflict. This is your competition. So I do feel with this card, the Five of Wands, it's definitely telling you they're writing out, okay? They're writing out as far as with the Knight of Cups. They're giving some kind of offer to Divine Feminine because they found their emotion. And the Three of Wands is telling you, don't give up because your Divine Masculine is almost there. See, they've been working for a long time with this Knight of Pentacles. They've been working a long time to get themselves to where they balanced out and they weren't seeing things funny. As far as delusional and thinking they were being delusional about the connection with you and them, this is something that they're leaving. If it's not a karmic partner, it's them leaving their own inner conflict about them being too dark for Divine Feminine, okay? And I do feel that this is something that they've been holding on, perhaps really hoarding their emotion, hoarding their feelings. With the Four of Pentacles, they've been hoarding those feelings and those emotions for Divine Feminine, and that's what they're leaving away. That's with the Eight of Cups, they're breaking free of that, and that's what they're going to convey to you. They're going to express all these things that they withheld from you. They could definitely have been leaving a karmic partner, because I do see people here. But mostly I feel that this is Divine Masculine telling you, I'm ready. I'm ready to pour out all my feelings and give you the emotion and the love that you need. I'm going to be the King of Cups and just be loving and definitely being passion for you. Okay, so this is something that they've been holding back. They've sort of been hoarding. I keep hearing the word hoarding back those feelings that they had for you, which is absolutely beautiful, because at the bottom of the deck is that Ten of Pentacles, and that is speaking about having that happy home and that happy life with your Divine Masculine. I feel like the division is going to be gone. There's no division between Divine Femme and Divine Masculine at this time. It's a new cycle. You got that with the World. Chariot is really telling you that there's some kind of motion forward. The Star card is some kind of healing and some kind of connection that spirit and love has been guiding them to. Okay, at the top of the deck is that Page of Pentacles, and they're really being strategic as far as how to give this message to you, and this is why it's almost there for you. With the three of Wands, it's like it's almost quite there for you, but it's not there yet. They could be sending you messages telepathically, spiritually. Okay, they could be sending you these messages, but it's not at your door yet, because they're still trying to figure out how they're going to come back and tell you all the dark stuff they did, because this Divine Masculine has released a lot of darkness, whether they've done a lot of darkness to other people or other people have done darkness to them. This is something that they have to come clean with Divine Feminine, with the Queen of Swords here, and stand up and sort of soften this kind of message that they have to give you. Okay, so very beautiful. Oh my God, I love it. Absolutely love it. To close out the reading, I want to know, for this Divine Masculine, if he could tell his Divine Feminine anything, what would that message be at this time? What is your message for your Divine Feminine is what I'm asking. Okay, so the very first one is manifesting miracles. Okay, it says your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. So see, they're manifesting, and I told you this is where that Seven of Pentacles, it had a very tight pull as a Divine Feminine. You are not a roadblock to them. You are growth. You are their loyalty, their prosperity, their abundance. Okay, and see, for a long time they didn't see that. They thought you were too good for them and they weren't good enough for you. Okay, so they had to go through some kind of changes to balance out their energy and give you that strong foundation with the Emperor. Okay, and then this one right here, it says, it's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now is the time to give to yourself. So this definitely could be a situation that divine masculine is going through right now, because I told you at this point they are going to come back. But with the Seven of Cups and the cards that came out surrounding it, it just told me that they're being strategic as far as how to come back and convey these kind of emotions and whatever they've been hoarding and holding back. It's like they're taking some time to rest, okay, before they come back and give you something, some kind of message. Okay, and then this one right here, it says, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows to give. So see, they've been in a place where they've been giving to darkness, and that darkness hasn't given them anything. Okay, so there's a little sense of fear here with this divine masculine, whether or not it can be successful with divine femme, because they're very much used to giving to wolves. Okay, and those wolves take. So this is where they're getting some kind of clarity, and they're still resting, trying to get this clarity and understand that divine femme is this person for them that is going to help them to grow. Okay, it's a total mind shift, it's a total energy shift, it's a total just where you leave darkness in the back and come to the light. It's a transformation for you guys. Okay, and then this one right here, forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. And see, I feel that divine masculine is really forgiving themselves at this time for leaving you out in the cold, for ghosting you, for cutting out communication with you. Okay, so beautiful. And then this one right here, it says, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. And this is at the point where this is the message that Spirit is giving them, as far as, take that inspiration and that passion and really drive yourself. And now is not the time to hold back. Now is the time to grow and move forward. And so I feel they're in a contemplation as far as how to take these new possibilities forward. Okay. And then emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. And that's what they're doing. You see, I got that very much with this moon, where it's like they didn't allow themselves to change because there was a lot of darkness, and they didn't know if they could be balanced enough to give you what you needed. Okay, and then, oh my God, soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically, which is that Three of Wands. They're there, okay? They're there. And they're going to come to you when they're ready, okay? Once they're ready to knock on that door, they will do it, okay? So step back a little bit. Take a time for yourself to rest a little bit, and see where it goes. That's the best you can do, okay? So there you go, guys. I do hope you like this reading. Please like, share, and subscribe, and have a beautiful day. Thank you for your time.